little weird today, so let me know if I start cutting in and out. I know they've been having some issues.
Okay.
Let me just share my whole screen. Okay, so now you guys should be able to see the Zaya desktop, and I will share this link in the chat. So for any of you who haven't gone to check out live yet, so first you have to set up a subscription on your back office for Verb, and with the Verb app, you're going to get access to the online desktop and Verb Live. So this is what the desktop looks like. I am going to just kind of show you what it looks like, but you don't need to know too much in here. There are some extra tools like email sequences and contact management tools you can use within here, but most of that will also exist in the app. And then what you're really going to want to focus on in the desktop is the Go Live. So we are going to have a mobile app coming out down the road, but for now you're going to want to go live from a desktop, especially so you have enough space on your screen to set up the buttons and make them look good. So I'll give you a little walkthrough of what live looks like. So the first time you're going to go live right from within the desktop, your computer will ask you for audio and camera permissions. So just allow those. That'll be so that you can actually broadcast your voice and your video. And I'll turn my video off real quick so I'm not double showing. And the cool thing about Live is that you can pull in any link from the internet. You can pull in all of your custom Zaya links from your app right with the click of a button. And when your attendees join, you can see these buttons here. When your attendees join, they can actually click those and open them in a separate browser and purchase while they're still watching your live. So I can give you a walkthrough of what the host side looks like first, and then I'll show you what it looks like for an attendee. So this is Verb Live. It looks kind of similar to a Zoom call, but it's just going to be one video. You can see within the chat who is joining your live, as well as any questions they ask, what interactions they're clicking on, and you will get this report after the session to be able to follow up with people and see exactly what they were clicking on and what they're interested in product-wise. This next button, this is probably going to be one of the most important. This is the share link. This is how you are going to share this on your social media, through your email campaigns, text message. You can just copy this and share it in your Facebook groups, or put a calendar invite on your calendar and invite all of your VIP customers, however you guys think would work best. And you can also do team trainings with these too, and enrollment sessions. You can use the live feature however suits you best, or all three.
So Melissa, really quick, now that link always stays the same. Like my link, okay, so my link will always
be the same.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so your link always stays the same. And if you go, say I know your new releases come out on Wednesday. If you go live every single Thursday and you want to show your new releases, you could just have your customers save this link.
Okay.
So that will remain the same. And every rep does get a custom link. They're unique by person.
Okay.
You can share your screen if you want. That'll be especially important if you're doing team trainings, or you want to show someone something in more detail, or walk them through a presentation or something like that. If you have an external microphone, you can switch, or especially if you have a different camera you use. I know some girls like to put a different camera with a ring light around it. You can actually switch cameras here as well. And then the most exciting part is the interactive buttons. So this lightning bolt, that's going to open the interactive button panel. And these are the different kinds of buttons you can create. So the most important for you guys is going to be this media one. That will pull in all the assets that Zaya has preloaded in your app, and will pull in your custom links. So I was doing some testing here today, and I see that I'm getting another customer's products pulling up. So bear with me for a second while I just refresh. But for those buttons, the different kinds of links that you can create, or you can just pull in any, oh, there we go. You can pull in any link from the internet or use the Zaya pre-populated stuff. So this is going to be the easiest for you to just come in here and click one of these. I know a couple girls had questions like, say I'm having a party and I want to use that party specific link. When they check out, it will ask them if they're part of a party. But you could always, if this doesn't, you know, that's not the image you want to use, or you want to use a different link directly from your Zaya, My Zaya, you could always create it this way by just doing like, you know, bomber bra with the link. I'll just do Google for simplicity's sake. And then you can go in and design it however you want. So if you want people to follow your Instagram, you could write follow me in text, or you could upload a photo right from your computer. And then you can also add rings around these. My background's a little light, but you can add rings around these. If say you have something that's on sale or something that you know goes out of stock really quickly, you can just draw people's attention there and say, hey, check these out. You know, they'll probably be gone by the end of the night. Any questions on the buttons or the different kinds, how you save them, create them?
It looks like we had one question that said, what if with the icon links in the presentations tab, is that the same link? Like I have a default and another one with my photo. Is that the same link? It'd be.
I don't know if I'm following along. Can you repeat that?
Norma, do you want to unmute and ask her your question?
Let me look at the chat real quick.
Or yeah, if you want to look what she.
Okay, hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm using my husband's gear, so I'm not used to it.
No
So
worries.
I've been doing a couple previews and presentations already with this tool, and I love it. I've done a lot of the linking and things like that. The challenge I have is that there are two, it's not on the presentations tab, it's on the choice before.
Mm-hmm.
We basically have like it has like my screen picture on it, and I think it's the link that I could share with people.
Yep.
Okay, this is the same URL.
Yep. So, well, no, this is not the same as yours, but this is, each rep gets their own unique URL. So if I go back to my incognito window, I can actually join as an attendee here, but this is going to be the process that an attendee would go through. Is this what you're referring to?
Well, that's what my guests would see. I understand that. No, it's something else. I'm sorry, I just don't know the
No worries. No, so I
tab
think
names well
I
enough.
think I know what you're talking about. So you're saying like when you
Normally
go in,
we could click on it and we could send it, I think, or we could copy the link through and send it through email, Facebook, Twitter, or just copy link.
yeah, I think you're talking about the assets itself within that. We don't have that feature within Live. So you can only share your whole event. And if people join you as an attendee, the link that these buttons would point to would just be the specific products. Like if you saw that pop up there real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rather than having different ways of sharing it with them.
Okay.
So the only way to share these is by having someone join you live. We do have a recorded version of this.
Norma, I think what you're, hey guys, sorry, I just got off an airplane. Didn't realize
I know,
the time
sorry about
was
this
here,
scheduling snafu. That was my bad.
No, that's right. You guys are in great hands. Melissa does excellent at this. But Norma, I think what you may be referring to is the application where you see all the share functions down there at the bottom. That tends to have the same capabilities and functions for sharing assets through the application, but Live is more of a interactive, click, let your guests take an action while they're here.
Okay, so my main question is when I'm building out an event on Facebook, or when I am sending a private message or emailing through to a guest and saying, can you attend? I need to be clicking on the link that is available with the share button here on this live screen and not use that other page. It's under live streams.
So if you want to go, live, you would have to go live here and then share this link. Or are you
So the live streams on the previous page,
Yeah.
this is not, this is just a hyperlink over here. So the one you're going to want to do is definitely the one that that Melissa just clicked on inside the webinar, and it's that link. Now that
Okay.
stays the same for forever, right? So that's going to be your link today, tomorrow, and for everything in the future. So you can give that out weeks in advance. You can save it and bookmark it. That's really easy to do.
Got it. Okay. Can you explain the difference with the other thing, with the other, what those other links are and when I would use them?
So I'm actually going to do a full training on the application, the
Got it.
desktop CRM, and everything tomorrow, I think 10 a.m. Pacific time. So if you'd like to attend, I will 100%, I'm going to do an entire training on the app and everything that there is to offer at that time.
Okay. Then
So,
I will hold a lot of my questions. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll
no
do
worries.
tomorrow.
For the short time being, I don't know the answer to where those links are. That's a new tab that was not there last week when I looked. And that just means the app admin has made a change. And that's obviously a good thing, right? Things change, new things get added to the application in the future. So I'll do some digging, Norman, and find out what those are for you tomorrow on that live stream. If you do have a list of questions as well, my email is jeremy@verb.tech. You're more than welcome to send me an email with those questions. And that way I know during the training session some of the things that are important to you, and I can make sure to add those to the agenda as well. So
Awesome. Thank you.
yeah, of course.
Perfect. Well, I know I've kind of showed you guys how you can create buttons. One of the things I haven't showed you yet is that after you create them, the nice thing is these buttons will stay from session to session. And say you have products you really love and you're often talking about them, they'll get saved right here. If you click the lightning bolt, this opens your interactive button panel and they'll all get saved right here. And if you don't want to use one that session, you can just toggle them off and toggle them on as you want to talk about them. And then also after the live, you can get a report on who joined, what they clicked on, and any of the other actions that they took. And they will also be added to your app as a contact so you can follow up with them. Say they were looking at one of the leggings and they didn't buy them. Maybe you could reach out about sizing or other colors that you think they may like, giving you really good reasons to continue that relationship on.
Melissa, I have a quick question.
Yeah, of course.
So if I recall how you answered this question, it was, so let's say Maggie is having a party tomorrow night at 7 p.m. and I'm going live.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to share that link. Now, so then they're just going to select that they're shopping her party once they click on the item and they want to check out. Is that how that's going to work?
Correct. Yeah, that's how I have experienced it myself. And you can basically just add your unique links and have a party going at the same time. And when they do that process, that checkout, it will ask them to join your party.
So like, okay, you have the neon yellow metallic set right there.
Yep.
Okay, so then I would add their unique party link to that product. So when they click on it, it's going to her party already. Is that how that goes?
Jeremy, do you have more understanding there? Yeah.
Yeah, so Melissa, if you want to actually text me that link to your meeting, I will join as a participant and I can actually share my screen and show everyone what it looks like to be part of the meeting. And then I can walk you through how that process works.
Perfect,
So,
thank you.
yeah, of course. Let's do the full shebang and give you guys the start to finish and let you see what the viewers experience and everything. So let me click into this. Right.
Really quick, as you're doing that, Jeremy, there's a
Yeah.
chat, like people can chat the whole time they're viewing the live presentation, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then I saw your question about can people communicate with you? So they can communicate through the chat and ask questions. And I would suggest just checking that every once in a while to see. But if you do have some smaller groups of people that you want to present to, you can go in and allow them microphone access.
I'm going to join in incognito mode, because typically that tends to be better because I've got multiple things running on at the time. So let's put in my information. auto-populate and join. So the host has started the stream. So Melissa, hopefully she's got hers on mute. And me as a participant, when I come in, this is what I'm going to be able to see. I'm just getting home from vacation, guys. So make sure my laptop is working properly. Melissa, is your video on?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yep, let me just refresh here.
Yep.
I've been having some internet issues today. I'm in New England having a serious storm, so bear with me.
I heard that it's supposed to snow like 2 feet or something over there this weekend, right? Or this week?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Well, and while we're waiting for this to just restart, I saw some questions here that I can help address. So someone was saying when you're on a mobile phone, how that works. So that would just open in the Safari or whatever browser they normally use. And when they hit those buttons, it will open another tab. What I would suggest you tell your guests at the beginning is they do have to navigate back to the live tab. So it shouldn't kick them out. They should stay in the session. They can still shop. They can check out those links and just come back to the live session by pressing the 2 square buttons or the tab that you can go see all your other tabs within the browser that are open. Sorry, Jeremy, I'm having some technical difficulties over here.
No worries. If the snow doesn't let it, you know, the internet come through, it's going to be hard for us to be able to do any sort of live stream over here.
All right, now I'm back and give it another try.
Sherry, that's what they're going to show us. Jeremy's going to act like he's in the customer, like they're going to show us what happens when you click on one of those links.
So I'm actually in as a customer on my side if you want me to just show Jeremy.
Sure, yeah. If you want to go for it, go for it.
Perfect.
So this should look very familiar to you guys. It's your site, right? Everything that clicks through. And when you click on those items and you add it to the cart, it'll actually ask you if you're buying as part of a party and then give you the option to select the party that you as the rep have set up. So it integrates, pulls everything directly in. If you've set up a party to link, if not, it'll still allow them to purchase, which is great, right? One thing that we actually see, we have a lot of data on, is these links, they exist and they end up on people's computers and they share them out with friends. We actually, if you can believe it, see a huge number of people that purchase these 3 or sometimes even 4 months in the future. So be sure to keep track of those. It works really well. A guest on a Kindle. I don't know about a Kindle on what operating system that one is. I know it's definitely not one of the default. It could just be a non-supported operating system or something like that on the Kindle version. So highly recommend, you know, Chrome, Windows, Firefox, Safari on a mobile phone or a tablet or something like that. I'm not quite sure on a Kindle version. I'm not familiar with that operating system and what they use for internet browsing.
Then another question we got is how you can sign up for the app. I know you just go into your MyZaya, and Jeremy can give you a little bit better instructions on how to get to the exact place to sign up.
Yep, I can show you how to do this. We're actually, you're coming on at a really good time right now. So this is what it looks like when you log into your MyZaya. I think I've got my username and password here. Or they have killed my account. We will take a look. So anyway, sorry guys, when you come over here and you log into MyZaya, on the left-hand screen, it says My Profile. When you click on My Profile, it opens up a tab over here on the right. And up to here, it has My Subscriptions. When you add a subscription, if you have the Verb subscription, your Zaya username and password will work. If you don't have the Verb subscription, you can add it. They bill on the 20th of every month. So given that it's the 1st of every month, you actually would have 20 days to try this out, take a look at it, see if you like it, play around. There's no contract. You can cancel if you don't want to, but you basically get 20 days for free right now before the billing hits on the 20th. So Very easy. Inside your myzaya.com, my profile on the left, and then add a subscription up here on the top right. And that's all you need to do. $7.95 US, I think $10.95 Canadian, if I remember right, just because of the currency conversion.
And let us know if you have any other questions. I just added in the chat the link to the desktop, a link to a recorded demo I did of live. It's about 10 minutes long, and so it's basically everything I went over.
Oh, Melissa, I think you're.
Yep, it appears we have lost Melissa to the storm, guys.
I think unless she's muted, or she was muted. Now I think she's muted.
Sorry, I think I'm having technical difficulties. I'll let Jeremy take it from here.
Yep.
Hey, Jeremy, I have a quick question. Okay, so I think people are kind of confused, like how to just get it all set up to get going. So if the link that she sent, like the sharezaya.mysecureoffice.com, like when everyone goes there, they get their own, they go live to set it up, because you actually have to go in and go live to get it set up before you invite anyone. So it's like you're doing a live session and it's live, but no one's viewing it, correct?
Yep, absolutely. So that's what I would normally recommend. So here's an example of what that looks like, right? Okay. Log in, grab my username and password, I click log in, and this is going to take me to that main site that Melissa was showing earlier. So click over here. I'm going to find out what live stream is, Norma. Just for you, I've got that written down on my fancy notepad over here. And then here's my stream. So this is me running solo, right? I'm just kind of taking a look at this. I'm taking a look at what this is, and I'm kind of planning out my session. So this will kick in. It'll allow you to, check and see, hey, you have unlimited 60-minute sessions. And here's my Zaya application. What I would highly recommend doing is opening up this tab and seeing over here on the right, these are going to be all the icons that you've set up previously. So I can delete some of these if I want to. I can add additional ones on here, and you can see I've already got, this headband over here. So that's normally what you would do. I even put a Google icon over here just for fun because, why not? I wanted to link and show people examples of how to click into Google. So that's normally what you would do before your meeting starts. You'd come over here and, maybe select media. You want to grab all the different icons that you like. Some people like to have 7 or 8 different ones. Some people want to make, have them all up and around the screen. Some maybe have a prescripted, conversation. You want to select just the ones that are, new release on the Zaya Wednesdays. It's really easy to do by clicking here and just taking a look at whatever the new release tab is, and this will pull in, all the different items that are available for New Release Wednesday. Click next, click add, and this is here as the admin. So if I were to end this stream, all the icons that I've set up before in the past are going to be there for my next meeting. So you don't have to log in an hour early on your session. You just have to plan out what you want on your meeting and do that. That's normally the best. I highly recommend, putting up the links on your screen before your session, and then when you're ready, you click over here and you just toggle it on or off. You can do big reveals, you can point, you can, obviously make people aware of what's going on. So, and maybe interactions are too complicated, and maybe you just want to do a simple method, and you just want to say, I've got my link. It's right up here. During this session, I'm going to show you some of the clothing and everything. And if you want it, you click on this link up here and then just search for this product number, and you can tell people to if you want to. So you can just have one link on the screen. You don't even have to use a link. You can get as crazy or as innovative as you want to with these. And maybe you want to test it out on your first call and stuff and just practice with the webinar solution and give it a go. So does that answer your question, Megan?
Yeah. So I think that was what people were confused about. Like, well, how do I get it set up? So you basically go in like you're going live, set up if you want icons, which one's on there. And then you send anyone that link, like say on Wednesday, new releases come up. I go into my go live session. I add all the new releases, all the new release icons. And then I put that on my Facebook page. I'm going live in 10 minutes to show all the new releases. Join here. And I'm going to take that link.
Yep.
And I'm going to post that link. And that's the link they're going to join. And it's the same link that I'm joining. So we all join that same link, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're seeing people put this in calendar invites. We're seeing them put it into a Facebook event, right? You create an event, invite people to it. Hey, it's time. Click on this link, put it in the notifications. You can put this in the comments on your Facebook post. We're seeing a lot of folks put this in the link in their bio on Instagram as well. And so, you know, they have the notification, text your friends, click on the link in the bio. You know, I'm going live. I'm going to show you this, you know, some of the new releases that come out this Wednesday. So yep, absolutely. It's this link. It's here forever. You can copy and paste that, you know, put it right here and, you know, refresh that in your browser, click that bookmark button, and that's going to be yours that you can use for any time in the future.
Okay.
It's
so
also,
then, oh, no, sorry. Sorry to interrupt you, but for them
no, go for
to
it.
just get started, they just have to have the app, and then they go to the sharezaya.mysecureoffice.com/about. And then that's going to bring up this screen right here.
Correct.
And that's,
Yep.
okay.
So here's your screen. If you have the subscription activated, this will give you your, you know, be the same username and password as your MyZaya website. You click log in and you can go live. It's just that easy.
I think that was just the confusing part. People are like, where and how do I get started? I think that,
Yep.
Hopefully this is helping because, and I think it was confusing too if people didn't have the app yet because they can't log on because they don't have an
Correct.
app. They don't have a username and password. So
In the future, if I click end, you know, this is the live stream. If I click end, you can see it says the stream ended. You want to start another one? I can click just go live from here. I mean, I can just bookmark this and you don't have to log into anything again in the future. It just, you know, here's my Zaya live. And I just bookmark this, and anytime in the future I want to, I can just go live from here. Coming up very shortly as well, one of the things that we're working on with Holly, Megan Quinn, and the Zaya corporate team is we're actually going to put a live link inside the application. And so within your Zaya application, you're actually going to be able to come in here, and there's going to be a button up there that says go live, and it's actually going to have your meeting live link as well. So it'll pull that link in. Whenever you want, a friend wants to join, you can actually come directly from your app and it'll show you, this is my link, boom, and you can text it out. You can do some really cool things with that. If you really want to get advanced with this, I can actually even create an email drip campaign that has your link in here. It says, hey, I'm going live. You can automatically put that link in here, and anytime you do, just boom, here's a template and send it out to a whole folder of contacts. You can send that to 10,000 people with 2 clicks. So
we have some questions. Brooke had some questions about the desktop versus app. So, or versus being on a mobile phone. I know it works better for us to be on the desktop when we're going live versus mobile. It's not working on the mobile, but do our guests need to be on a desktop as well?
They do not. So the guests do not have to. It works incredibly well on a phone to be the guest. Okay. One of the reasons why, you can imagine with all these links on here and different things over on the screen, it's really hard to manage all that on your phone. So we highly recommend going live from a laptop so that you have a good screen, you have good lighting, and you have everything else that hits you. You'll have a much better experience right now, but we are doing it in the future where you can click one button from the app and then boom, it'll jump in. So more in development. We're doing some really great things in the future. You're also going to have the ability to, like Megan, say you're hosting a session and you're doing your Zaya Wednesday release. Norma, I'm going to pick on you because you had all the questions. So I'm going to bring you up. Let's say, Norma, you have a friend who wants to come shopping. And you just tell your friend, hey, Megan's having a meeting. Why don't you come join Megan's meeting and see what the new releases are, right? We've got a great new fall release coming in. You can actually click on Megan's meeting, invite someone else, and you'll be able to get the credit for your thing that your customer purchased, even though it's Megan's meeting. And so there's some great synergies that we can potentially enable in the future that are going to really make this effective and help you guys go really, really, really far in your selling conversations. So lots of great things coming down the line here, as well as recorded meeting sessions and everything else. So keep checking the updates because version 2 is in testing and it's coming out in the next couple months.
Okay, awesome. Brooke, do you have any questions about the desktop stuff that you had questions on, Brooke?
Well, yeah, I was just wondering, I think some of those new updates, which we were talking about, will address that. But I have played around with both the desktop and the app, and I made a video in the app And to me, it was kind of like stories in Instagram. Like I made a video and then I was able to add stuff to it after and then share that video into my VIP page on Facebook. And that to me is like, I just want to make sure I'm understanding, like the desktop with the Go Live is like almost like a Zoom call that people are joining.
It is.
And then in the app, I was able to make like a pre-recorded video. So it's like two different ways to use the technology, but it sounds like the app is going to have that live option soon too. So
It will. And the recorded is really nice. I mean, there's a lot of pressure that comes with going live sometimes, right? And sometimes you want to be able to do a recorded session and be able to use that for, a few days in the future and just be able to text it out or link it out. And so, Brooke, you've got a great strategy there. It's amazing. We're trying to give you all the options in as many places as possible for whatever works the best. But it sounds like you're a power user and you have it all figured out.
no, not at all. Because actually, I just while you were chatting, because I have an error that pops up in the app, so I'm hoping you can help me with that. But
Sure.
And you're still sharing your screen? I can't see.
I am still sharing my screen right now. Yep.
Like I was talking to like a black.
Sorry. Now you can see me. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to play around with it because I think the possibilities are amazing for us with Zaya. So yeah, I was just trying to like comprehend the desktop versus the app seem to have like two different capabilities right now.
Yeah, I would say 99% of what you do is probably going to be in the app. You want to share an item with a friend, you go in the app, you text it over to them, right? You want to post on Facebook, you want to do something, it's probably going to be in the app. Really, the main thing you're going to use the desktop for is that's where you go live. So it was the easiest way to build it in from a development perspective. And because you're a user, if we had to go live on your laptop or your phone, 90% of people are going to want to go live on their laptop anyway, because they have a bigger screen they can put buttons on and it's better camera coming through. So that's why we built it that way. So yeah, I would guess that most people probably spend 95+% of their time in the application, and then they do some things on the desktop side of things like go live.
Okay, and then for the training, will you be going over how to use the app?
Yep. I'm doing the app training tomorrow. I think 10 o'clock Pacific time. I think that's 1 o'clock Eastern time, if I'm doing my math right. I do that the first Tuesday of every single month. So I do an hour session where I go through the app, the basics, show you how to use it, show you what the benefits are, use cases. I talk about social media selling strategies. I talk about, ways that you can get more engagement on your post. I talk about how to get more comments, more likes. I show how the interactive video works that you did, Brooke. So I'll show everyone else how to use that one. And then obviously, as we add more features, we're starting to, make those sessions longer and longer. And so first Tuesday of every month, I do that. And then if we need to do more, I'm more than happy to do additional trainings for you guys. So.
Megan, can you share that with us or?
Yeah, I'm going to have to find that because I didn't even know that was happening. So
let me do that. So I've got a link available on my calendar right now.
That would be awesome.
I know corporate shares it out on one of the emails, but I know there's a lot of emails that come out, so it's very easy to miss sometimes. Here is the Zoom link for tomorrow.
Okay.
I just put that in the chat. So if you want to, it won't work right now. I'm not live, obviously, but tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time and 1 p.m. Mountain time, we'll do that. I can actually send a message out to Zaya Corporate and ask them to send a reminder email out tomorrow morning as well. It just reminds you and gives you the information on the app training so you can have that.
Okay, that would be awesome. Sorry, can you give me the time again? What are the times?
Sure, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 11 Mountain, 12 Central, 1 Eastern. And if you're in Hawaii, it's something like 8 in the morning or something like that.
Okay, so 12 Central, okay.
12 Central.
Awesome, okay, so I will share that to her.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Does anyone else have any questions for Jeremy and Melissa before? Is the training recorded? Are those sessions recorded, Jeremy, the ones tomorrow? Where you're going?
Yeah, so I do those. I do record those. I also have done previous training sessions. They're already in the application as well in the training section. So you can watch till your heart's content. And if you haven't had a chance to view those before, or you aren't able to attend tomorrow, you're more than welcome to watch one of the pre-recorded sessions. And then, send me an email and I'll try to get you, some of the questions answered if you need to.
Perfect.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay. Well, does anyone have anything? Any questions? Hopefully everyone, I think honestly the most confusing part is where people were so confused on how to find the live option. And it's just going to that website of ShareZia. I think that, I don't know, why it just seemed like that step was missing, or people were getting really confused with that. So I hope this helps.
Yeah. Well, and if you guys would like to, I'm more than happy to record a video where I just say, here's how to add the subscription. Here is how to access this link. And then boom, this is what it looks like. So you guys can have it, stick it in your back pocket. If you lose it a month from now and wonder where it went, you can just come back and you can look at that video. So I can record that and I'll send it out to you, Megan, via email so you can get it out to
That would be awesome. Just kind of like a little step-by-step, like sign up for the app, then go here, and that would be awesome.
Yep. And Melissa just put a training of live down in the bottom of the chat right there. So give that a shot, bookmark that one. Melissa did an excellent job. It's kind of a 7 or 8 minute version. One thing I think that I want everyone, give it a shot, right? Take a significant other, a family member, mother, father, daughter, friend, maybe grab one of your colleagues here on this chat and just say, hey, I want to just do a live session. Can I just show you what it looks like real quick and just practice together? 5 minutes, you'll have it down. It's a lot easier than what you think. And being able to kind of work through that together and seeing how it goes, you'll get it figured out in a real quick and easy hurry. It looks intense, it's really cool, but it's actually a lot easier than what you think once you get the hang of it. So
Awesome.
Perfect.
Okay.
Awesome, guys. Well, Megan, thank you so much for inviting. I apologize about the time difference.
No worries.
Don't know how that one slipped. So
no worries. It was probably my
I'm
fault.
glad Melissa was able to save the day.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you guys taking the time. I know you're busy and hope you had a good vacation. You're just getting back. But yeah, hopefully I will share the meeting information tomorrow. And if we have any more questions, we'll reach out to you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Take care, everybody. Hope you have a good rest of your evening.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.